Hi, thank you for watching today. My name is Emily and I'm going to be talking about the careers that will help me lead me to my career path. Did you know that high quality ads ensure a better customer trust? I would like to go into the career field of being a content manager, and my three topics that I'm going to be talking about that help me get there, that are also jobs I could work in, are a social media specialist, a content manager, and a social media analyst. So let's look at my first job, and that is going to be a social media specialist. So a social media specialist is responsible for making sure that all the strategy is in order. So everything that the company is producing and putting out, the specialist is making sure it is happening. So they're responsible for planning, monitoring, and being sure that things are happening and they're happening in the order that they should be happening in. They mainly focus on pretty much just what the company needs to gain from the social media that is happening. With this, you should be able to plan, you should be able to monitor, and just making sure that you have organization. You're also going to be in a leadership role. So you're going to be over employees, making sure that they're getting their job done. That way everyone else's job is running smoothly. So other skills could be communication, organization, and just being sure you know how to run the platforms. The salary for this job starting out is going to be $48,000 a year. The more experience you have, the more it goes up, and within 2 years you could be bumped up to about $51,000. So my next job I'm going to talk about is actually the career path that I am planning on going towards, and that is going to be a content manager. So content managers are normally required, and their responsibility is to improve the content and basically just maintaining it. So with that, you are going to be the one who is creating all the content, you're making the posts of the content, you're putting out when it should be, like you are running all of the social media platforms. So you really need to be sure you know how to run Google, Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok now is a big thing. So you just need to make sure that you know how to get things out. And being a content manager, your number one thing that you need to have as a skill is creativity, because you're the one who is making all of the posts. So you're writing it, you're designing it, you are the brains behind the post. Let's see, you need to be able to think outside the box, just like I was saying, because with other companies, if you're posting the same things other companies are posting, like how are you being different from that company? Because if you're not posting different things, you're posting the same thing as a different company, then you're not seeing engagement with your consumers. The education requirements for this degree is going to be a business in marketing, just like the specialist. You're also going to need a business degree in marketing, but with the content manager, it is a plus, a huge plus, if you have a minor in journalism, because you are constantly writing and creating the content. The salary for this is going to start out at $63,000 a year, but the more experience you have, especially after 2 years, you can already be bumped up to $68,000 for your salary. Now, so that is the career path that I am going after. For my next job is going to be a social media analyst. Now, this is pretty much the brains behind what is going on as a whole in the social media. So they are responsible for focusing on the data and making sure it is being analyzed and giving ways to improve the data. So the analyst is going to translate all the data in the business and just make sure it is being posted, and what is being posted is being enforced and is getting out to your consumers. So here, they also give suggestions on how to improve the posts that are going out, because they're seeing everything behind the scenes. So in this graph here, you can see it's got Facebook, it's got Twitter, it's got YouTube, and it has lines. You can see where the growth is happening and what posts are doing better than others. So that's where they come in. They're pretty much more on the math side of how can we make this better, what are our numbers, how can we get our numbers to be better, and so forth. So they also give suggestions, like I was saying, to get more feedback. Educational requirements for this is going to be a social media analyst, business degree in communications or digital marketing. Skills that are used in this role are just going to be leadership and communication. Communication is a big key in this, because you need to be able to communicate to your peers what is being perceived on the social media. And then, of course, as always, there's math in this. You really have to be able to do math because you are running all these numbers constantly trying to see what needs to be done to better your content. And then your salary is going to be $61,000 starting out, and then after you've had experience, after 4 years of experience, you can be bumped up to $83,000 a year. So they really have a lot of math to do, and that's where a lot of this analyst comes in, is because you're tracking what is happening in your content. So after reviewing the 3 career paths, for me, I would love to pursue the content manager side. Just be creative, putting all of the information out there, making the post, writing the post, making sure it's getting out to our consumers, because if the consumers are seeing it and they are taking it in and just taking it all in pretty much, then they are going to be more comfortable and they are going to trust what company they are buying from. So yeah, I would be grateful to pursue a career path in a content manager, but working in the fields of the social media specialist and the social media analyst would help me better myself in my career as a content manager as well. But I do have to ask you this. Would you want to see unentertaining ads pop up in your social media thread? If you answer no, then you're probably right there along with everyone else. Who would want to see an unentertaining thread pop up? So that's where my role as a content manager would come in and help, because you want to see something beautiful, something that grabs your attention and speaks to you, and then you'll be more willing to probably buy that product or follow that company and see what happens. So yeah, let's make a change by encouraging people in social media just by simply liking a post. Thank you.